funny, we get off there at the viewpoint, come back, and there's just like a crowd of people around the bikes checking them out. So they're like, oh my god, you're famous on YouTube. And they want to take our photos. Which I'm like, we are not famous on YouTube. We're on YouTube, but we're definitely not famous on YouTube. Okay, well, we are just leaving Quito. So at 9 a.m. So it's not bad. We got on the road decently early. I really enjoyed Cotopaxi. I think that was totally worth it. But I'm excited to keep going here. Look at that. We're gonna hit the coast today, is the plan anyway. And then we'll be on the coast for a little bit. Quito is an expansive city though. It just seems to go on forever. Dude, look at this bus driver. He's like, yeah, I'm coming over. It's crazy, all the buses are manuals too. Like, ugh. That'd be a nightmare driving a bus around a city like this with a manual. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm coming over. And the hike up Cotopaxi, no joke. I got up to 16,500 feet. It got a little steep towards the end, but even before that, I was like, man, I'm feeling it. And it wasn't steep. So it was funny. Yesterday, I'm hiking up, and we're at like 4,980 meters, and I got to this one spot, and I'm like, okay, this is where I'm stopping. And then there's another guy who was hiking with me, and he's like, we got 15 meters to go. So we're like, okay, fine, let's do it. Just getting ready to turn around, but had to keep going. So got up to, it was really funny, I got up to 5,000 meters, and then my GPS, I guess, got another satellite, and it's like, no, you're 5,005. Whatever. Anyway, 16,500 feet. I definitely started to acclimatize to it, and I think I would have been better. I remember when I was younger wanting to climb Mount Everest after reading Into Thin Air, which is a book that really, you should read that and go, I'm never going to climb Mount Everest. The risk-reward ratio. Risk-reward ratio seems quite low. Or high, depending on how you look at it. This stuff is... the bike just moves around. You know, it just finds a track and it moves around. It's a little annoying to ride in. Yeah, these with knobbies, just not fun. It's so weird, the bike move around. Oh man. It's just like, hopefully this doesn't last for very long. There we go. Alright, that's both of these trucks. Gross. I kept getting like whiffs of what smelled like bad seafood. Whatever I don't know what the truck was dumping out of the back there, but it did not look or smell appetizing. We're definitely on the coast now. Seeing people on the side of the road rather than holding up candies that they're selling. I got people holding up strings of crab and fish. What do we got? More crabs. That's a rather deadly thing to have right there. Coast of Ecuador. Alright, well, we're just in Montanita. Really, definitely like out of nowhere, a little party town, like destination town, apparently has one of the top 10 clubs in the world, which, if that's the case, I'm gonna go check it out, because what the heck? How is it a top 10 club? What does that mean? I think we're seeing differences of what people want out of their accommodations, though, that's for sure. Jorg is like looking for the best deal, where for sure Dylan and Patrick apparently just like book typically one night to see if they like it, and then sometimes try another place. Alright, we're back on the move. So, that guy there is Boris. He came up from Guayaquil, and I think he's like a hotel owner or something like that. And we're going to stay with him, Jorg and I, and then I think the other's going to get a room there as well. But he rode all the way up, and we're going to head down the coast together and stop for lunch, so yeah, super cool. I guess that's his daughter on the back. Yeah, Montanita. Definitely a party town. I can only imagine how much of a party it would be in prime time. We were here just a little, there was like a long weekend last weekend, and so I guess that was the big party time, and now there's only a few people here. Really good food though, and cheap. Tons of like hostels and stuff to stay, although man, if you're staying in a hostel in town, I don't know how you'd get any sleep at all. Dang, it's a lot of boats. It's weird that they're all just kind of run up on ground too. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, yeah. It's funny, man. Those guys try so hard to get you in. Little family of four on the motorbike there. Cute little kid. It's kind of a nice place. It's Salinas. Oh, yeah. This is really nice. I think this is maybe the end of the point that we're gonna go check out. Crazy that we're just like, oh yeah, we're just cruising up to a military base, if that's what that was.
It's a very beautiful place.
Excellent.
The point of the continent.
Nice. So this is the most southwest part of Ecuador, I think. Oh, I'm excited. I think we're gonna get a good view up here. An actual viewpoint.
We've never gotten here without him, right?
No. Sure, this is kind of cool. We're at the, move my hand there, the westernmost point on the South American continent. Yeah. It's like a military base. We got let in by this guy, this local guy, Boris, and his daughter. And yeah, we're just kind of checking it out. It's pretty cool.
Kids, I like when you're dancing on your bike.
Yeah, very cool. So, most western part of all of South America. It's funny, we get off there at the viewpoint, come back, and there's just like a crowd of people around the bikes checking them out. Beautiful spot. Oh, it smells amazing. I missed the good ocean smells. We got a lot of not so great ocean smells in the last day. Alright, well that's hilarious. So we just stopped there and we're just coming back to the bikes and we got swamped by all these people. They're like, oh my god, you're famous on YouTube. And they wanted to take our photos. Which I'm like, we are not famous on YouTube. We're on YouTube, but we are definitely not famous on YouTube. That's where I wish I spoke better Spanish, because people were asking me a bunch of questions. I'm like, ugh. Oh, yeah, what a cool spot. Not bad. Things I didn't know I was going to be doing today. Patrick really likes to dance on the motorbike ahead. It's pretty funny. I feel like I'm a celebrity here. It's hilarious. If they only knew. I'm just a high school teacher, you know. Oh, too funny. It's like, keep getting just like our photos taken and everything like that. It's like, yeah, well, I guess it's not very common. Alright, well, we're just pulling into Guayaquil. It looks like, yep, we are. So fun. Okay. Looks like we are getting our hotel here. Jesus. I could only imagine if I rode like this with my students, how quickly I would lose them and how upset they would all be. Anyway, pulling into Guayaquil, and I think our hotel is coming up close here. I don't think I'll ever get over riding like this and then going back to Canada. Like, yeah, I was just saying.
Next to me has a thing in his window, like a big cloth thing, so he can't see out of it. It's like,
I was just saying to myself, like, I don't think I'll ever get over going back to Canada. It's in slow motion by comparison, you know, like.
or like just in one lane instead of all of them.
Yeah. What, there's lanes? I didn't even see a lane. It's just, oh man.
Where there's 5 lanes, you're in the second one, but you're going to take the left into the first one over.
Yeah.
Regardless of who's next to you.
Yeah. And it's just no big deal.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.